The trouble is, you think you have time. Life can only be understood backward, but it must be lived forwards. You don't notice your progress in life because you are always raising the bar. Let go or be dragged. You'll ruin your life trying to make everyone happy. Don't let what you can't do stop you from doing what you can do. It's possible to commit no mistakes and still lose. That is not a weakness, that is life. Resentment is like taking poison and waiting for the other person to die. Someone once told me the meaning of hell. On your last day on the earth, the person you became will meet the person you could have become. The best lessons are learned when you're knocked down, not when you're standing on top. If you have more than 3 priorities, you have none. Life is not a problem to be solved, but a reality to be experienced. Shortcuts make long delays. You can't live your life for other people. You've got to do what's right for you, even if it hurts some people you love. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Any thoughts you have about the future is a delusion. The hardest lessons to learn are usually the ones you need the most. In the school of life, we are both students and teachers. We make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give. Knowledge is knowing that a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is not putting it in a fruit salad. Experience is the teacher of all things. Whenever you want to achieve something, keep your eyes open, concentrate, and make sure you know exactly what it is you want. No one can hit their target with their eyes closed. Life is a succession of lessons that must be lived to be understood. Be afraid, but do it anyway. To see the world, things dangerous to come to see behind walls, to draw closer, to find each other, and to feel. That is the purpose of life. People often confuse stress with responsibility. When you work for someone else, you have the right only to labor, not to the fruits of your labor. People don't get what they deserve. That mountain you've been carrying, you were only supposed to climb. I made a resolve then that I was going to amount to something if I could, and no hours, nor amount of labor, nor amount of money would deter me from giving the best that there was in me. And I have done that ever since, and I win by it. I know. Don't make someone a priority in your life when they don't do the same for you. You will never remember the days and nights you stay home and do nothing. Experience is a hard teacher because she gives the test first, the lesson afterwards. Life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes. Don't resist them. That only creates sorrow. Let reality be reality. Let things flow naturally forward in whatever way they like. A great attitude becomes a great day, which becomes a great month, which becomes a great year, which becomes a great life. cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. You're going to make a lot of people mad doing what's right for you. But one of the big lessons I have learned from my journey is you can't please everyone, so don't try. We have two lives, and the second begins when we realize we only have one. And in the end, it's not the years in your life that count. It's the life in your years. Don't let anyone ever make you feel like you don't deserve what you want. Life is inherently risky. There is only one big risk you should avoid at all costs, and that is the risk of doing nothing. Life will give you whatever experience is most helpful for the evolution of your consciousness. Good judgment comes from experience, and experience comes from bad judgment. It takes a long time to realize how truly miserable you are, and even longer to realize it doesn't have to be that way. Mistakes are a part of being human. Appreciate your mistakes for what they are. Precious life lessons that can only be learned the hard way. At some point, you will realize no one else has a say in your life unless you let them. If you find yourself repeatedly questioning whether or not something is right for you, the answer is usually no. There's not a lot of things worth caring about. Every experience in your life is being orchestrated to teach you something you need to know to move forward. Never be so kind you forget to be clever, and never be so clever you forget to be kind. Nothing in life that is worth having comes easy. You aren't always responsible for the first thought you have, but you are responsible for the second one. Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes it is a quiet voice at the end of the day saying, "I will try again tomorrow." Close some doors today, not because of pride, incapacity, or arrogance, but simply because they lead you nowhere. Life is a process of becoming, a combination of states we have to go through. Where people fail is when they wish to elect a state and remain in it. This is a kind of death. Waiting for change while not doing anything for it is like waiting for the train at a bus stop. You can either be a negative or positive person in life, but only one will get you somewhere. Before you speak, let your words pass through 3 gates. Is it true? Is it kind? Is it necessary? A calm sea will not make you a skilled sailor. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Your mind gives up a lot faster than your body. Mistakes are a part of being human. Appreciate your mistakes for what they are, precious life lessons that can only be learned the hard way. The only way to learn is to live. After a while, you learn to ignore the names people call you and just trust who you are. Life is a journey that must be traveled, no matter how bad the roads and accommodations. You get in life what you have the courage to ask for. In 3 words, I can sum up everything I've learned about life. It goes on. A man who can't satisfy a woman will learn the true pleasure lies not in physical prowess, but in the ability to understand and fulfill her emotional and intellectual needs. We are who we choose to be. You can't cross the ocean until you lose sight of the shore. It's easy to fool someone. It's hard to convince them that they've been fooled. Everything can be taken from a man but one thing: the last of the human freedoms to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way. In every success story, you will find someone who has made a courageous decision. Things turn out best for those who make the best of the way things turn out.